Today we're going to be controlling squirrels, not going to be using an air rifle today, going to be using my CZ457 in 22LR. It's got a nice 16-inch barrel. Talk more about this equipment later, but what I need to do now is get into my hide, which is to my right. I'm going to control some squirrels which are on a new feeder just to my left, make sure I'm shooting into a safe backstop, and let's go blast some squirrels. Today's going to be a pretty good day, I think. With the rifle now loaded and ready, and myself now sat in my hide, we now just have to play the waiting game. It's a very, very wet day. My rifle is absolutely soaking, so I am quite happy just sitting in my hide for the next several hours, and to see how many squirrels we're going to get today. That's my new CZ457 with its first kill to its name. Really happy to get a nice clean headshot. And straight after that, I did not notice there was actually another squirrel in the area. But this one seems very wise and decides to run away. However, 20 minutes later, another squirrel has come to the feeder. Is this the same squirrel as before? Don't know. Doesn't matter. As soon as it gets into position, I'll be taking my shot. A 38 grain 22LR round is certainly doing the business on these squirrel skulls. It's certainly making the wood echo. After I shot the first squirrel, I was very lucky that the second squirrel just happened to stay in the area, just long enough for me to get a shot away. Right, well, that's squirrel number 3 and 4. Really happy to get a double because this is a bit louder than usual. Yeah, really happy with that. Just want to quickly explain the squirrel which was running up the tree. I had to be very careful there because I know some people might be saying you're not allowed to shoot into a tree in the UK, and that's kind of like, give or take, you've got to judge the backstop behind. There's a really large backstop which you can see through the scope. That was a very safe shot. However, it was going a little bit too high, so I held back, but then it came back down and sat on the branch, and that's where I realised this was a safe shot. With 4 taken down with my Rimfire, really happy with how it's going. I've had to wait quite a long time actually just to get those 4, and I was a little bit worried about the sound of the impact of the bullet hitting the squirrel would scare everything in the area. But we're looking at a potential 5th squirrel, so it doesn't seem to be bothering them too much. Well, it's safe to say that that squirrel has been completely KO'd. Well, that's 5 squirrels down, so I've got to quickly load my 5-round magazine back up with some more Eley Subsonics. Hopefully wait for some more. Another squirrel which is not too keen on the dead bodies on the ground. However, it only had a quick inspection, quickly jumped onto the tree, onto the feeder. Doesn't seem like there's any waiting around for this one. This one actually caught me completely off guard. I was playing on my phone, as you do. I looked up and there was a squirrel on the feeder. So then I go into stealth mode, move as slowly as I can, press record, aim, bang. The equipment that I'm using is a CZ457 212R with a 16-inch barrel with a SAC moderator on the end. On top is a Arkansas 5-20 digital scope, non-LRF version. I'm using Eley Subsonic 40 grain ammunition, and I also have a Manbilly saddle clamp. All this information is in the video description below. Even though I just shot that squirrel, 5 minutes later this squirrel had come in. Must not have been bothered by the noise, or it didn't seem like there was any type of danger, but nonetheless, there definitely is some danger about. Now there's starting to be quite the pile of dead squirrels on the ground. I was thinking about going and collecting them, but at this moment they don't seem too fazed by it. The squirrels are still coming into that feeder. At this point in time I was thinking about packing up and leaving it there and actually heading off home. However, 3 squirrels just appeared out of nowhere which caught me off guard. First one lines up perfectly, then the second just missed. It just moved just as I pulled the trigger. However, they are still in the area, so I'm going to wait it out just a little bit more and just see if any more squirrels will come down to that feeder. You do feel sometimes like you are being watched. And I've got these pair of squirrels just sat in opposite trees next to me. And I feel like they're just teasing me a little bit. But I'm sure if I wait long enough, I might have the last laugh. We now have this one slowly making its way. But it's also not alone, and now it looks like there could be a bit of dominance, a little bit of a fight, a bit of arguing about which one is actually going to feed first. Generally, the one which feeds first loses. This squirrel just happened to be too close to me. Decided not to wait, saw my chance, and I took that opportunity. At this point I decided to go and collect all those 11 squirrels. Not once did I actually get out of my hide throughout the day. Got more than what I was expecting and managed to get into double figures, so I'm really happy with that. And yeah, a really good day. Well, that was an absolutely fantastic afternoon on the squirrels. Managed to bag 11 of them using my CZ457 in 22LR. Really enjoyed using this. Absolutely put the smack down on a squirrel when you shoot them in the head. It really just knocks them clean out. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more exclusive content, you can also check out my Patreon. You can check out all the information in the video description. You'll find everything you need to find in there. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.